Super Freaks is what you get when you mix up the Cartoon Network Teen Titans, the Cartoon Network Young Justice, and the Cartoon Network Steven Universe in comic form. Super Freaks is available on Comixology Unlimited as a comic book series. It's about 5 issues long, and I guess it's more of an introduction to its world, and it tells a kind of a complete story with a beginning, middle, and end. And I do think that it's worth you checking out. So, what is Super Freaks? Super Freaks takes place in a world with superheroes. People get their powers from a van that shoots out magical laser beams. And I know that sounds weird, but that's just the way they set it up. Now, because this van shoots out laser beams, the general population begins to worship this van. And the people who get the powers eventually become superheroes and some supervillains. But the general population soon starts to worship the superheroes as well because they're considered the van's chosen, like they're special. And in this world, these superheroes have sidekicks and whatnot. The sidekicks more or less work as interns within this universe. One day, for some reason, all the main superheroes disappear, leaving only their sidekicks. And there's a threat of something trying to steal this magical van that gives powers. And so it falls on the sidekicks who have been working more or less as interns to kind of protect the planet and this mighty van. And that's kind of the core setup for Super Freaks. Um, but what it is, as I dwelled a little deeper into it, was a different take on the superhero genre, as it kind of takes a look at how superheroes would be viewed in modern society with things like social media and the internet and everything. Um, by focusing on the sidekicks, um, you have heroes who aren't really considered heroes. They're all like high school age, and that's what the main characters in this comic are. They're like teenagers, and as such, the way that people kind of judge younger folks now, calling them millennials and saying they're lazy or they're not talented and oh, they're nothing compared to the prior generation. That's what these characters face in this comic book. And it's really cool to kind of see it. Um, they're in a group setting similar to kind of like the Teen Titans or the Young Justice group, and they kind of try to help support one another. But almost all of them have like personal, personal issues that are fairly common to to a normal teenager. I guess is how I want to say it. And that was one of the main things I kind of liked about it is that it did look at it from that perspective. One of the main characters in the group, more or less the leader of the good guys, is a black girl called Blue Aura, and she's like a plus size girl, and she definitely has body issues. Some people do try to body shame her, and she kind of shies away from it. And when the world starts coming down on them, because the main heroes are gone, and none of the adults have any faith in these sidekicks. So she gets bombarded with negative messages on their version of Twitter. And of course, being a young person, you can't help but just go and look because that's just how technology has started to shape us. So she looks at it all, and you can tell she tries to fight back some, posting messages back, but eventually it overwhelms her. And you could tell that a lot of people have been there. and it's cool to see it in the form of a superhero, kind of trying to deal with it. So she has all these powers, these expectations that the world kind of puts on her and the other heroes really wear on them. Um, I really enjoyed the art. I even enjoyed the story and the world building. But with it being like five issues, it kind of I'm trying to think of how to put it. It's like it could have been double that for all the stuff that they try to stuff into these 5 issues. Because you have this mystery of what in the world happened to the main heroes, and you have the origin of how people got powers and this van, and the heroes themselves with their issues. And it could be a lot to kind of take in. What the comic does, it kind of leans a little more to the insecurities of all the characters, more so than the mystery of well, it does look at the mystery of what happened to the missing heroes, but these 5 issues and what they chose to put more of their focus on ended up hurting other aspects of the story. Um, Kind of like the relationships between the sidekicks and their respective superheroes. It's implied that all of their senior heroes are just bad people who treat them like crap, but they don't do enough to kind of expunge on it. Also, like I say, they focus mainly on that core, you know, them and trying to protect the van and their insecurities. So much so that I'm not even sure what all of their powers are. Like they tried to cover so much that it ended up getting kind of convoluted a little. And but I think it's very interesting. If you remember the movie Spider-Man 3, it tried to cover so much that I think it ended up hurting the movie. And that kind of is the case here with Super Freaks. Like it has a strong start and it does tell a complete story. And it sets the table to where I would be willing to continue to read and see where these guys' story go. And it has like I say, like a Teen Titans, Young Justice type of vibe, and that it can have lighthearted moments. Then you can see them dealing with some issues, like more serious issues, is what I want to say. I don't want to really spoil it for some of it, but it's definitely worth reading. I just think it could have been paced a little better if they would have cut some stuff out. Like in all honesty, I don't think I was able to catch any of the main superheroes' names. Like I know a lot of the Super Freaks names, but as far as their senior heroes, I didn't catch any of their names or really their core stories. Um, but like I say, all in all, I would definitely recommend that you check out Super Freaks. It's a entertaining story, and with it being just 5 issues, you can just hop in. You don't. There's no prior knowledge that you need to have. You check it out on Comixology Unlimited. And like I say, I wholly recommend it. But if I was to give this a grade, like I say, this is Super Freaks Volume One, the new wave. If I was to give it a grade, I would give it a B minus. And that's to say that it's well worth seeing, but it could have been a lot better if it was paced a little better. And that could have been just because they was told they only had 5 issues. But nevertheless, regardless, it's still a good story worth seeing. There's solid action, there's solid comedy. There's a lot of things that will make you interested in these characters. And if you enjoyed Young Justice or Teen Titans, I think you would definitely enjoy reading this. So, like I say, I give it a B minus. Check it out if you get a chance, and I'll get back to you with another review of a comic in the future. Till next time, peace.